cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I was Wack with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. Let's jump into this news. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. Let's jump into this news. Hey, man, I'm giving y'all some news you can use. Some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college by way of Compton Rick Rock. Big shout out to Compton Rick Rock. Let's see exactly what's going on. Rick Rock is breaking down why Wack, I guess, maybe apologize. Let's see what's going on.
Let's go. This dude, while Adam was live streaming, walking around. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what's said, and then we need audio to play that segment up there of him doing his podcast after the fact. So this is what he walked up to Adam and said. So for the ones who haven't seen it yet, he said, you got to stop having all these crab niggas on your shit. He walked up to Adam22, and this is what he told Adam22, who was a non-affiliate, who don't gang bang. He have gang members on his show, but he the wrong guy to walk up to when there was other guys in the room that been on that show that's actually Crips. But when he was interviewed, a couple of days later, he stated that he wasn't talking about Crips. He was only talking about Compton Crips, not all.
But that was a very general statement. That was a very general statement directed towards all Crips and not just towards the Compton Crips. But with Compton Rick Rock in the name, being a Compton Crip, excuse me, I'm interested to see what he has to say.
All Crips. He only got a problem with Compton Crips, which made it even better. He should have just stood on business and said what he said, which
made it even worse. Don't worry about it. Words are hard.
Reason why Wack is coming doing this video, and the Piru friends that I got, like I said, friends, because I grew up in that neighborhood. I've been knowing these dudes before they was even gang banging. We went to Dickerson Elementary School, and then I went to Robert F. Kennedy Elementary School. But the friends that I know from over there, before we was shooting marbles in the front yard, stuff like that, they even contact me and say, yeah, he should have just stood on what he stood on. It don't make him look like, you know, he really about that when he come on the show the next couple of days later and say, I'm not speaking about them, I'm only speaking about them. Every Crip in America, if they a Crip, all share one thing in common. Regardless of what their hood name is, the last name is Crip.
That word is derogatory. So no matter where you from, no matter what you're doing, when he made that statement, it was directed towards all the Crips. It wasn't towards a Crip.
So you talking about all of them. When I did the first video, I was like, he stood on business. Who is this dude? I never heard of him, never seen him in the city, never heard nobody talking about him in the city. You know what I mean? I'm a little, I think I'm a little older than him. He's a little younger than me, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of people from out of this section. I got homies from over there too. So we're gonna speak on this a little bit more, and I think this is the reason why Wack is addressing it, because he probably hearing this from some people that he messed with. And before he got into the internet, at one point he was about that life, so he know exactly how this stuff's supposed to go. Let's go.
Okay. So that's what you told Adam. And I know that I'm confused about what this angle is. And then parts of the podcast.
Supposed to be, because if it was so live stream, it would have been posted that day. But prior to that, I had my relative with me, and people was already looking at it, you know, his jacket, because, you know, we recently lost people. So prior to that, they looking at the jacket but never said nothing. He had an R&P sweater on. Oh yeah, with the homies who had passed away. Yeah. So, you know, people get to looking, they get to pointing, and they get to saying certain stuff, and you know, it happened after like the certain event, and people said what they said, but like I said, bro, I said what I said, but it's Compton politics. Yeah. This don't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's Compton politics.
All right. There's nobody on No Jumper that's from Compton.
Yeah, that's the part that made it weird. It's nobody at No Jumper that's from Compton at all. And I don't... Oh, AD was a Compton Crip, but AD... Not was, like, he's not a Compton Crip anymore. He was a Compton Crip who worked at No Jumper. He's still a Compton Crip. But that's been years ago, so you can't be talking about AD or Pun, because they haven't been there in decades.
Nobody.
Well, not decades, but figuratively speaking.
When you walked up to Adam 22, you said you got to stop having all them crabs on your show, right? You didn't say you got to stop having all them Compton on your show. You said you got to stop having all of them on your show. It's a difference. And this is why a lot of people is making the content about it, because they like, man, you supposed to stand on business. When you come to the internet world, this is not something that you bring to the internet world. You leave all that in your hood, on the streets. You come into an event, and then you talking to a non-affiliate. Either you going to be 100 across the board, or you still gangbanging. If you going to still gangbang, then maybe you shouldn't even be in the business at all. Maybe you should just stick to your gangbanging in your neighborhood. Stick to that. Because I go to parties where there's Crips, there's Piru, there's non-affiliates, everybody in all one building, and they all getting along. I done been up in the party with Wack100 from West Side. I done been up in there with Hitter J. I done been up in there with a whole lot of Pirus. And it's all love. It's all good. We leave that back. That's in the hood. That's when you're around the homies. If homies talk like that when you in the hood, then you talk like that when you in the hood. But when you in on the internet, when you in public, you old now, man. You probably in your late 30s. Some of this lingo shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. Once you live that life.
And then even if the lingo is in your vocabulary, you should know appropriateness and appropriateness per situations, meaning how to conduct yourself amongst certain people, places, and things. So you're not looking like a buffoon. You're not looking like, you know, like just ignorant and all that type of stuff. It's a whole bunch of ways you could have went about that situation outside of that and still being able to maintain whatever, you know, hatred or distaste that you have in your heart towards these certain individuals.
If already, you live that already. You should be on some, let's get this money. Let's make this money, man. Ain't no color lines when it comes to this paper, man. Only thing that matter at this age is that green. Yeah, we ain't gonna never forget where we come from. Yeah, we gonna rock our colors and all that, but at the end of the day, it's about this paper, man, at a certain age, man. It should be, matter of fact, it shouldn't even be about a certain age. That's what it's supposed to be about anyway, man. Let's get to this.
And I got Compton Crip homies, that's Compton Crip homies. But it's Compton politics.
Right. Right. So basically, you're telling me that when you use that term, it wasn't for all Crips. It was for the Crips that don't like you or don't like your set.
Most definitely, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I have Crip homies right now to this day that hit me up.
So, this where I'm confused about, right? I'm gonna give a few other scenarios. I want to make sure that the shit I come from, I'm not a little off track. If I come and say, F New York, the whole New York, Buffalo, Catskill, I don't give a f***, all the way down is gonna hear you said F New York. But if I get into a nigga with a nigga from Queens and I say F Queens, Buffalo, the Bronx, the Harlem, Long Island, Brooklyn, they gonna say the nigga diss Queens, he diss you.
Right.
If a motherfucker say Mississippi, Jacksonville, Meridian, Greenville, and the whole Mississippi gonna hear that. But if a nigga say, hey, you in Greenville, then hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all catch the rest of this on my man Compton Networx page, but that's real, bro. It was a very general statement, more made towards everybody. You didn't really add no specifics to it, so it's one can kind of wonder what the situation is with that. But with that all being said, man, we finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal, man. There's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. We are gone.
Apollo Texas. Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboards. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intention. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.